on them.
What's up, everybody? This is the poker coaching study session, and today we're gonna be looking at 40 big blind cutoff versus button. Later today, we're gonna have Matt Affleck doing the same spot, so let's get started. So this is the aggregated report, a graphic representation of the aggregated report for cutoff versus button for 400 sims. Overall, this is gonna be the cutoff strategy on most flops. So the flop we wanna bet the most on from the cutoff is the 9 high.
I could tell you that in the hijack, the key card's the 10, so nines cut off, tens hijack hit 40.
Okay, so like for the
You
cutoff,
remember.
it's gonna be the 9. And I guess the earlier position you get, the key card probably change. So overall, here, like we mostly check. And on a lot of texture, when we bet, we use the bigger size. So it's like a polarized strategy for the cutoff. It's gonna check a lot and it's gonna bet big some. Whereas, especially like on 9 high boards or lower, we're almost always using the big size. Mostly using the big size on 10 high board. Although there's probably less big bets on these Broadway boards than I thought.
The button connects really good with those middling cards. I think it's another reason why we size up.
Yeah, this is, I don't think he connects this well with the middle cards because the 9 is the key, but it probably connects really well with 8s and less. This here is the button strategy. So like the way I see this spot now, like the cutoff is gonna either check or bet big. And then the button is either checking or betting small, like almost always. Ace high boards, like both players are checking them a lot. Ace high and king high boards. There's a lot of checking. Let's see the notes we have. The key card for out of position is the 9. We mostly check unless there's a 9 or lower on board. Yeah, that's what we saw. We're checking 80% of the board comes 10 or higher. We only use big size on 9 higher or lower. If flop goes check, check and out of position, I stop pair. He likes to size up on the turn. Going big pot or 65. We're mixing folds with top pair. On ace high connected boards after the second barrel. Oh, that's interesting. So if we have top pair and we face a second big barrel, we're gonna be folding sometimes. If flop goes check, check and we turn a backdoor flush, we want to overbet. No, really. We can bet small with a single card of the suit on flush draw card, flush draw boards. Okay, we'll see that. If flop goes check, check and we have a weak pair on the turn. Sometimes we bet it small. Wow. How about as a politician? Sometimes. If the hard card on the flop is a 9. Out of position can bet pot. But it's easy to figure out like on these kind of boards because we're gonna have like pocket 10s, pocket jack or ace 9 that just wanna pour money in the pot.
Hey, Lou, I don't want to interrupt your flow, but I have a question on that. So whenever you want it.
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like you said a second ago that you thought there wasn't a lot of opponent range connectivity on the 9. And this seems to suggest that there might be, right? That you're betting big. And my understanding is when you want to bet, this is not always true, but it is sometimes true. I'll be a politician. That when you're betting big in response to this, when you've got a bettable hand, but they connect, but the board also connects with your opponent's range.
I don't think
That's
it
kind of
has-
like Jonathan Little's. That's from his masterclass stuff. When he talks
Okay.
about sizing, that's one of the components of sizing is opponent range connectivity.
Okay, that makes sense, but the way I see it there is like on 9 high boards, because these represents all the 9 high boards. We have
Yep.
hands like pocket 10s. right? And pocket tens is never like, we don't wanna see a turn with pocket tens. And if we do, we wanna get paid premium. If we have a hand like ace nine, it's like the same motion, pocket jacks. So it's easy to find this part of the tree here. Like all these big bets, that's all value hands. It's like
Exactly. That's exactly right.
on six high
Me-
boards, like pocket seven here.
Got it.
That's kind of easy to figure out. Uh, I'm not going as far as thinking about the opponent's range to find these, because for me, these are a little bit natural. Like on nine eye board, you're gonna blast pocket 10, pocket jack, pocket queen. And then since you're blasting tens, jacks and queens, you're gonna blast hands like jack 10, queen, jack and king, queen, because they mimic the same sizes that queens, that jacks and tens do. So you're like bluffing. And then if there's a flush draw, well, you're gonna use the ones that have a card of the suit.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Thank you.
I'm guessing monotone flops will be a lot more small bets if we bet.
definitely on monotone board, you just bet small. There's no big betting. What is this? On 10-eye straight boards against a small bet, we only raise big, a little bit precise. On pair board,
This is button now we're looking at.
cutoff.
Oh.
On pair board, if the pair card is 8 or lower, we only use the big size when we raise. 9 or higher is always the small size. Okay, so we're cautious on pair board. If it's 8 or lower, we raise big when we check raise. 9 or higher, we raise small. Alright. On king eye flush draw boards, we can see bet a single card of the suit. King eye flush draw boards can see bet a single card of the suit as well as front door and backdoor flushes. On with our best up pairs using the small size. Alright. The flush complete on turn, and you're looking at calling a second big barrel with second pair. Having a card of the flush. A flush blocker. In your hand is amazing. Alright. In position, well, we never played it. Alright, let's get started. Here we are gonna bet small. It's easy to play in position. We only either check or bet small, right? Right, but then on the turn. How do we play turns? First off, what kind of turn is good?
One of our best kings, we could probably size up.
104,
Definitely.
even pot.
Yeah, wants to get it all in.
Hmm.
What was the turn of 3?
Or
4.
So if a spade comes, we're using mostly small size, whereas here we see. Like this is very big, this is big. So it's funny how it uses the size here. Alright. That is true. Let's multi-table. So here, MTT, all stack depth. Custom. We
The
have
video wizard.
cutoff calling. No, the cutoff raising. Where am I? Cutoff raising. The button is calling and everyone folds. Start training. Alright,
Oh, you have all stack depths, 3, not 40.
hmm. Okay, let's go back. Here. 40 big blinds. And then. What else do I put here? Action
Go to the gear.
here.
Do
And
on
then
25, Louis.
I'm still
Yeah,
on
check
25,
forward.
man. Start training. There's no solution. Next time. There's no solution. Next time.
Alright, go to you. No, you've,
I've messed up something.
alright, go to. Yeah.
Okay, custom spot, cutoff, raises. Button call. Big blind fold.
That's it. Start turning. Oh, you forgot the blinds again.
Okay, start training.
Alright, don't do custom spot. Just say,
It's trolling me.
say flop. Just say flop here. Starting spot, flop. And then single raise spot. And then advanced setting because you want to say for, you want to click the spots.
Thanks,
Stop-
size
stop
again
again.
as well.
Yeah, so click on the table, click who you want to play.
Alright,
You don't have to go there. You can just click on the table.
okay.
Just click
so-
there.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
click on cutoff. Yeah, there you go. Alright, single raise spot,
Depends.
flop.
so 40, single raise
40.
spot,
Alright, that's it.
start training. Is this gonna work?
Good one, start flop, oh, let's start flop.
There we go. I'm checking here.
Yeah,
You might bet some, I was gonna say, might bet some having the heart.
Without the spade, why? We're
I thought it
folding.
might, I thought sometimes it matched the top card of the suit, but yeah, it would have been spades, king of spades.
what we were folding an 8 of spades. Was that what we're saying?
Now, it might see bet a tiny bit, yeah, with the spade, not the heart. I'm not sure. I'd be curious to look. I don't
Otherwise,
think I don't think it pure checks.
It pure, what, with the 8 of spades, you don't think it's a pure check?
Just a flop?
Yeah,
Just, yeah,
like he bets big, Ken.
No, when
We're not even calling with spades.
oh, not calling, do we mix the eights on the flop bet? Do we, is it a pure check with all the eights?
Pretty sure it is.
Okay,
Okay, 7-6, we're gonna check. Why is it stop? Start trading, we had it. Alright. Check again. Check again. Alright, that was not the toughest one. Queen nine, top pair,
Bet
Size
big,
up.
it's the 9, it's the key card.
four big blinds or six?
Hey, sorry, are you flipping back and forth between these two?
Yeah.
at least 6.
Oh, okay.
Same spot, same spot.
Or two or six, that's just my question.
6.
I will go.
Six is okay.
If you,
what does it
Follow-
prefer?
pull up the side and do it, let him show it after every move.
This, right?
Yeah, that's the one. And now just go back to the flop, click on.
Alright, starting to. Do we check here? Yep. He bets
First check.
one. Do we call? I guess we call with this or we raise.
I don't hate folding, to be honest.
No, I think it's gonna fold. No, it calls.
That was-
Whenever you say that, I'm snap calling, Ken.
Snap, yeah, snap it off.
Now it gets a bit tricky.
I
Check.
don't think we can fold now.
We're gonna win. We're gonna check and win.
He's gonna have fives.
6. Oh, he's gonna value us. He has a 10.
Just fold.
No,
It's a fold.
Oh, that's calm.
Oh,
Cool.
you just have to punt it off.
it's okay. He has a 10. Okay, here we are gonna fold. Wanna check here?
I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah, easy check call.
What about check raising?
I don't think so. Too high up in
What
range.
about now? Check on the flop, wanna bet big.
It's a, I don't know, wow, do we bet big when flush comes in, or do we
I
bet?
think
small?
we do. I think because it's,
Check.
we would,
Check again, you nit.
I would bet small. I would bet
I'd
like
bet big.
2.35.
We already check on the flop, man. We can't. It goes check, check. We're looking at the turn. We have a high value hand. We're gonna blast it.
I think we're gonna
We can
blast.
get called by a lot of
5.9.
combo draws, a spade plus straight draw, pair plus.
Why do you wanna check here, you nit?
Wow, check.
Noobs.
Check raise.
Noobs.
Pick up, you nit.
Why is it checking?
Why do you check here?
Check
Guys,
raise.
I know
Can we
the
see the
GTO
strategy on this one?
I know the GTO stuff's hard. You know,
Oh
you
my
guys need any-
god, you can't even say why. Don't give
Is
us
it,
the
wait a
those-
minute. Is the only reason I can think of is that we need to have some strong hands in our checking range and we've got more chance of getting all his chips by check raising, right? Is that the reason?
I don't
It's
know.
hard to get all
Flush
these
is
chips.
already
I think one of
betting.
the ways to look at this is ask what's actually betting, because it's 73% check frequency. So what's betting here?
A lot of pairs.
Have a look at the, have a look at the flush. Is any of the flush betting? Look at spades.
Yeah,
You
what
can
about-
actually
think-
isolate on that. Just
a,
look at,
quick question, how deep are we?
40 big blinds.
40.
And
raise
the
pot.
single raise pot, I think it's just the most efficient way to get all the chips in a lot of the time. When he checks back, he's gonna have like two hand classes, absolutely nothing. Or like he's protecting
you
it with like a,
milkies?
with a,
Daddy
like a,
case?
with a stronger hand. So I think like. It
Yeah,
becomes pretty
just stay
evident
here.
on the turn, right? So like the hands that he's never checking twice with value. So I think like. You're either betting his air out, so there's no bluffs, or you're. You know, just. Betting and getting called by his value. So I just think it wants to check raise, especially when he goes check, check on the
yeah,
flop.
Those low suited connectors, is that our low flushes is betting big there, Louis? It probably bets the low ones big, right? For
Definitely,
protection.
yeah.
Well, I don't even know if it's protection. I think the other aspect of it is like when you have a king and a 10 here. You're blocking a lot. When you have like a 5 and a 6 or something. You're unblocking everything. I think that he can kinda continue with.
The lower flushes don't wanna let a cheap spade roll off, do they?
I don't know.
I'm guessing that we're blasting the smaller ones, but we're not gonna let another spade come, surely.
Oh, we are not check raising.
It's not check raising?
It is not.
Yeah, that's
Really?
Check
interesting.
calling.
Check or check.
What size are you, what size are you
Well,
getting him
that's
to
the
bet on?
thing. On the turn, this is his strategy, so I went with 3.9 because. There's some of it, but like he checks 70% of the time. Why?
We'll
do
do
we-
5.9, see what 5.9 does.
Get it.
There's no raising, man.
how about that?
Yeah, I don't know. That's interesting.
That is weird.
So we check call to check and be happy and call.
Yeah, and then. the
It's
river-
almost like,
again, you-
I think the blocker answer that you just mentioned is pretty compelling because it's almost like if he's got a good spade flush, like a king or a king high, the money's gonna kind of go in. You can raise the
Right.
river.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I think that's a compelling answer for check call, although I never would have check called that.
I guess you're just begging to have another spade roll off on the river.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like you're gonna get the money in anyway because
Mhm.
he's gonna bet it for you.
So I
It's
think
not
also,
using any spade, but it's using the king five, king four, king three, this area of the deck.
Yeah, but your hand specifically is blocking
everything,
all of all the juicy spades, right?
except for the
I mean,
queen.
three of the Broadway spades are accounted for already, and so the blocker effect. I'm just repeating what GB just said, but I think it's the compelling reason why that's different than the lower flushes like 5-6 spades, 6-7 spades.
5, 6 of spade is not playing here.
Well, can you go? What's playing below the Broadways? The spades.
Nothing. Like.
What's
in-
8-7? What's 8-7?
Pure check on spades.
Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. All right, that's weird.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying. Like, it's not picking any spade, but it's picking these high-low that can get. Because
Hold on,
this one
I don't
can-
know if are we talking about the same thing? Which node are we on?
On the turn.
Are you on the?
perhaps?
Yeah, I think we were talking about betting the flop or
No, no.
Right, I think we were talking
No,
about
no,
betting the
Then on
turn.
the turn, we wanna know what we
betting the
do with the
turn.
flush.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Never
we
mind,
mostly
you're right.
check them.
Block went, check, yeah.
So
Yeah.
on the flop, part of his strategy on ace high boards is going to be to check a lot because he doesn't have range advantage and he doesn't have any overcards. So I think the reason why it's checking on the turn is because he's going to start betting his aces on the turn after we've checked twice.
Yeah, that's what I would think so too. He's not checking value twice. He
Yeah.
will like have somewhat of a protected checking range on the flop, I would think, with
Yes.
some of his hands.
Why
And
would we
because-
just check call the turn though? Because if another spade
You got the
comes off,
nuts.
it's a bit of an action killer, isn't it?
I think it may, like, I'm just shooting at from the hip here, but, so like in one of Bert's play and explains he did with, Acevedo, he was talking about like why on the turn you protect your, checking range with the nuts sometimes. So if it's like, let's say it's a 2 flush board and you have the nut straight at the time. A lot of the times it will check that hand. So when the nuts change on the river, let's say the board pairs or brings in one of the flushes, you're not playing face up at that point. Because if you always just bet when you have the nuts in those dynamic scenarios, you become very easy to kind of, run over on the river where the really big bets happen at. Or get value owned, one of the two.
So we don't mind then letting another spade roll off then, basically. We're just hoping it doesn't.
Well,
Or if it does, he can bluff it too.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
this idea that you have control over what the run out has is, it's kind of a fallacy, right? Like, if this guy has a really strong draw, there's not really a bet you can make that's gonna get him to fold.
But
You
I
don't-
think it's also really close because if you look at our combo here. If we had king, queen, a spade, we would always play. We had king, jack, we would play as well, like, on the turn, I mean. Like
But
full
the-
frequency, king, queen, a spade, king, jack, a spade, full frequency. We don't do it because we have a pair.
Right.
This
Because I
part
think we're
of the deck
blocking
kinda
his
wanna
value
do-
range, right? We're blocking his two
Yeah.
pair hands.
But like the
Yeah.
low ones, okay, so no, it's the same, right? King, queen and king three, it's the same. It's just betting.
What do we have? King, queen? What do
Oh
we
no,
have?
look at this. There's a slight difference. King, queen is betting big less. And
Why
king
don't you
three
select
is
it on
betting
only
big
spades?
more.
Select it on only spades so you can see it clear.
I think
Next
that's
to
what,
his board.
I think it's getting to the point you're actually just talking about there, Louis, like you're blocking some of the values, so. It's gonna be
Right.
more inclined to bet large consistently with the, high-low combos. I
Okay,
mean, that makes sense to me.
okay.
But the highest and lowest combos, we are actually getting out of line.
It's really weird.
So now what? It goes check, check?
You go check again.
Did you check? Did it go? So it went check, check, check,
Let's go
check.
back in time.
Oh.
How do we go
Oh.
back in time?
Just click on, you click on that, I think.
Go to the, not the button. Yeah, cut off. Yeah, there. Yeah, and now click check.
I wouldn't be surprised if it checks again, to be honest.
Check again.
Well, hang on. We checked and now it checks back. Do we not? Definitely we need to bet here.
I don't think
Yeah.
definitely.
I
I think
don't
it
think so.
probably
I think I like a
mixes.
small bet here.
Yeah.
I don't hate a small bet either. I just, I don't know. If I would prefer big.
We can't allow him to check every straight. We have to go for at least small value here now.
What
To give him a
about
chance
five
to
big
bluff,
blinds?
right? You're going big, Louis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
why
it's
not?
not big.
Why not? Yeah, why
Big
not?
is
Check.
like 10 or 20.
I kinda like, a big bet some and I like check some.
Yeah, I think
I would bet 5.
you
Oh,
would,
check.
Bet small, bet small. That was
Wow.
the answer, whoever said
Go
that.
blundering.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Give it a chance.
counterintuitive because you've got the nuts, but he just is showing such weakness. You're trying to get looked up. And the
Yeah.
beauty of the small bet, I think, is sometimes it will induce.
Yeah. Here we want to check. Oh, we are betting half of the time, checking half of the time. Facing
I
a
like to
bet, do
check.
we raise? We call this a lot of the same,
We should raise.
I think. Should we raise?
I think we should
I think it
raise.
can raise. Yeah, I think it'll raise some at least.
Probably mixes. I
Okay.
think raising's probably a good answer.
Now what? We barrel?
No,
No,
Did
now
you
we've got
raise or
showdown
no?
value.
It's a check?
I'm checking.
Yeah, because we got a made hand.
And now we rip?
Check, check. Probably like 177.
I think, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I
Not
like
sure.
177.
I'm not sure about the size.
Paired board.
Big
Check.
rips. Oh, it checks.
It checks.
Well. I don't check enough here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, in most of the games, like, I think if we're checking there, we're losing too much value because people aren't gonna bluff enough.
But all the aces should bet, right? Because they have
I imagine.
aces and deuces with a queen kicker.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe we should be checking more on these ace high boards when we actually hit our hand, like as you say, because all the aces will start firing. And if they've already called, there's a chance they got an ace.
Alright, here, I feel like betting small is probably not gonna be bad.
I think we're supposed to check here and take a free card in position.
What if the flush card comes?
I like betting. I think you wanna start building a pot, pushing hands that have equity against you out.
I think it's gonna take a free one. It likes checking
Usually
too.
with a high low like this,
Mm-hmm.
Barry, we might get like ace 5 of clubs to fold.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does everything though. It does both.
It likes both.
Now. We pick up equity. 104.
I'm going quite large here sometimes.
But you
Like,
bet, Louis,
You wanna
you
fight
bet,
it?
so we have picked up more equity, as you say, so we should size up a little bit, shouldn't we?
I'm gonna make it geometric to where I can jam the river. whatever size that is.
No, it was just 104. We got greedy.
Just 104.
I like the 104.
It also
I think-
checks a lot too, because we have a lot of other flushes that are gonna barrel here. The ace high has some showdown.
Yeah. Well, you think they're going to barrel with a busted flush, or a busted straight for that matter, and we could call them with ace high. If the river's a brick, we can call down with ace high more in this scenario, knowing that there's a lot of.
It does check the wheel a little bit more.
Yeah, ace deuce of spades checking pure. All the other spades are betting a lot more.
Do we bet small or check?
Ace high board, you should check.
Yeah. I think we can call a couple of streets.
The
Couple
low paired card makes us want to polarize. So it's gonna be big or check, and so I think it's just gonna be a lot of check.
Do we raise here?
No,
We just go
we call 2 streets down.
2 streets, Barry, god damn it. I'm folding.
not.
Yeah, well, I think we
I'm
can
not
fold
folding.
our,
I'm not folding. here,
You
but
can't fold.
I'm definitely folding if somebody from the pop does that. Ace five, I'm not calling her for sure.
yeah, the solver's gonna want us to fold sometimes here.
You said if somebody from the what?
From the population.
Oh,
100% call.
Oh, I'm surprised.
Yeah, sure. They're not doing that. King six.
Yeah, the high-low combo polarizing on the turn.
I think we- I think
It's a
we're
great
calling
play
them
with
off.
king six, right? He gets
Yeah.
better things to fold and everything.
I think we're calling an all in as well there in that spot.
Ooh.
We have any raises here?
Yes. This one in particular.
Yeah, this is our best value hand.
Is this our best king?
Yeah.
No, but it's one of the best. In fact, it is our
Is
best
it?
king, isn't it?
It is our best king.
Because we would have free bet ace king. So this is definitely our top of our range.
Got him?
It likes calling too.
Yeah. But 50%.
We keep him keeping worse kings, I suppose.
Here, I wanna check. What do you guys think?
yeah, I like.
I
your check.
don't mind having a little bet here and then giving up after the flop, because
Seems
this
like
hand hasn't got a lot going for it.
if you bet here, Barry, you bet way too much. Seems like a terrible bet to me.
We're gonna have a lot of checks as well, and I just, unless we can't call one. We don't want to call one with king high here out of position. So I turn this into a bluff, and it's a
No,
one
that's not
street
good, Barry.
one street bluff.
No good.
Jack nine, you would want to bet, but Jack
So like,
eight,
what's your board, Barry? What would you not turn into a bluff here? That's bad. Of the give up range, what's your border?
Give up range, probably queen high.
queen high is more connected with the board.
A queen that doesn't wrap around the jack and the 8 as a straight of any kind or gut shot. But if it was a hand like queen, I don't
Queen
know.
five.
Queen 5. I think I'd just give up with that. But the king high, I'll probably just have a little stab and just give up after the flop.
I think it's the other way around, man. Like, you wanna bet your worst ones. This one is like one of your best king eyes.
But do we want to actually check call? Does anyone like check call?
Oh, but you could check
Oh.
and see a free, you could check and see a free turn, right? It's not
Yeah.
obligated that the button's gonna bet.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I think we have better hands to defend. I think this one we can just give up.
Okay.
I might go check, check.
There
Now we have
go.
a marginal made hand.
Yeah.
You wanna bet there now, Barry?
No.
What about now?
I'd probably get behind going for a very small bet.
I agree. I like that. What size do you go for?
I like
Half
that,
pot
Louis. I
or-
like the 1.5
Makes sense, but it's half pot here.
half pot.
But close and easy.
EV is,
Yeah.
yeah, that's the problem from the small bet, you know, you get
Yeah.
raised more. That's why you want to go for the half pots.
We're gonna
Yeah,
have.
I wonder what happens if he just calls the half pot bet. If the button just calls the half pot bet, but this is a fold, right?
This is not a fold.
You call it, I guess you call this. Well,
I think
The
I fold.
the problem here is that the flop went check, check, and the turn went check, check. So he's not too heavy on jacks and he's not too heavy on tens.
yeah, you got a good
Maybe
ten.
he has his weakest jack that he decided to play like that, and maybe he pulls off the genius rates of the century,
Pocket.
but
Got
I'm
a lot
like,
of two
Pocket
pairs too.
fours.
Pocket
Pocket
fours.
fours.
pocket
Probably
four,
is.
sure. I'm
But I'm
calling.
calling, but he's gonna have a lot of good stuff.
There we
Does
go.
does this,
Yeah,
that-
it's not a fold, I guess, when we bet 1.5.
The bastard.
Oh, so what happens if you go small? Oops, we lost it. Oh, well. I wonder
You
if it with the
you
meeting,
played it really well.
I wonder what would happen if you bet that higher sizing. If you would have just called that.
Yeah, I think
If
he
you-
calls. He just calls it.
Does-
It equals more or less the same amount of chips, I think.
does the simulation adapt to your bet size then?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
GTO wizard always gets me on those river bet sizes.
I always have it as well. You
Uh,
don't.
no, it's bigger. 2x spot. Alright. 7 with the 7 of spade. What are we gonna do?
I really want to bet.
No.
Check call.
I like checking.
It's gonna mix like 80-20 call.
Oh, you know what? I'm folding.
I'm folding.
If I had like an over to the second card, I would call, but we have it under the top two. I'm out.
What if the turn is the 8 of spade?
Well, that would be like a more chips I'm gonna lose on the turn.
We have the 7 of spade. We have it
Yeah.
there.
And a heart
big
too,
bet.
so we block bluffs.
I'm
Yeah, I
sorry,
think the
if we need to call here. There's
I
no.
think it's gonna fold this particular combo because
There
one-
is 7. It's the lucky 7, Barry.
I mean, the
But if
spade will
this-
call probably the most, but I'm just out. I need an over to the 10. I need
What
an
if
over
a
to the
7
second
comes
card.
here? What if an 8 comes here?
It was
What if
like
a
Jack
nine
this
comes
is
three
why,
or
this is why
Six,
I think it's
whatever.
gonna fold this particular combo
What?
more. Because if a 7 turns, he could theoretically be sat there with 8-9 suited. So I think this particular one folds more.
No, Barry, we have a spade. There's no way. There's no way.
Well, you can call because of pot odds. The thing is, what do we do on the turn, right? Even
Oh,
if
we
call
definitely
now,
have to call
on
one, I think.
the
We're
turn.
gonna have to see what we do. Call.
I need an over to the second.
100%. You
100%.
nits.
Yeah.
Bunch of nits. Especially
There's
you-
your
We,
eight, Louis.
we might fold like king high type. Well, no, actually, no, that's the wrong spot.
See, check, check. Look at him. We check again. There we go.
Ace.
Thank you for the hand.
Queen.
Easy.
Oh, I'm the best.
Easy.
Booyah.
Alright, what do we have here? King 5-3. Where I'm checking? You guys
Oh,
wanna?
we're playing 2 tables at the same time.
I know it's
Yeah.
Yeah. We're multi-tabler.
Multi-tabling.
Louis is doing everything he can to confuse us. He's doing a good job.
right. Check. We don't have anything.
Oh, this is my favorite way to study, so I'm gonna,
What do you do
This is
here?
close. This is close.
I
But
think
we
I call,
we probably should call
Oh my
because we're in
god.
position.
call,
Will you call for what?
We call because
Ace
he could
high?
have a lot of tens and jacks and queens in his range. We could, our ace could be good.
I don't think it's a call.
I think it is.
Now check
Check.
that.
yeah.
See?
Well, he had a queen in his range, but he had
Oh,
an ace to go with it.
25%.
So, was that turn, correct or not? I
Yeah.
didn't see.
Yeah.
definitely.
We call. You can't just assume that he's got us out, you know.
Queen of
Got better.
spade, blah, 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 blah. We check. Two big blinds. Uh-oh.
I think this could be a raise
Why we wanna raise here?
That is ballsy.
because
But-
we have the backdoor flush draw and a gut shot.
What about
That's
no?
just,
I don't hate it, Barry. I don't hate it.
I like it.
I'm sure old Galen would hate it.
Can
I
you
don't
pull
hate
up
it.
your notes? I mean, isn't there a note on, I guess
and
it's a
we got,
turn.
and we got queen high. This is a great bluff.
I mean, we do have to find some bluffs.
And this is the one.
The only
gut
challenge
shot,
is like, his range is gonna be super condensed around this board. Like
We
he's just
block
gonna
some
have,
continues.
he's gonna have a lot of two
Yeah.
pairs. He's gonna have a lot of everything.
we can't
the only-
continue otherwise.
Okay,
Call, so it's not
okay.
crazy.
yeah, it raises a lot. It's never folding. But I guess it's easier to play as a raise, fold. Cause
Yeah, I
now,
think
what do
so.
I do as a?
Is this
caller?
a check raise check spot? It might be, cause I don't know
Yeah,
if
we
I
don't
don't think
pick
we're
up
He didn't check
raising.
raise, so he went for a check call, so.
I think
I like-
exactly along those lines, Louis. I think these hands are easier to play as a raise than the call.
Yeah, I see it now.
Change the move.
Damn it.
Go to the
Folding
flop.
to the raise.
Go to the flop. Go to the flop. Do it again.
No, it's over.
It's a different. It's against a different hand next time you play it. Because
We're in another hand on another table, Nathan.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah, king 8-3.
I
Wow.
really like that idea that Lewis has. It's like, oh, whoop, you're like Alex Fitzgerald when he has the simulations and he's like, okay, you have 5 seconds because you have another table over there.
What the hell?
If it's Louis, it's like, come on, 5 seconds because you've got 6 other tables queued up. They all need
Six.
calls.
Six. He's. That's not enough for him. He needs more volume.
Those are just the ones that have actions.
All right.
He's got 14 more that he's already folded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can check it.
Why do we bet with this combo on the flop? I don't understand. Ace-6, I mean. Looks like a
The-
prime betting candidate, but
Button
think it's
versus
more about
cutoff,
the,
king X.
I think it's more about the board texture than like what your actual hand is. It's just a
Yeah,
dry
because
king
we're-
high flop.
trying
Yeah,
to
and
get better
king's
ace
good for
size
us, right?
I mean, he's gonna have some kings, but I think it's just,
A
you
range
get
bet.
really, really
look
clean
at this.
information back on these boards.
I think it's this is what's happening. Ace-9, ace-10, ace-jack off. With ace-7, ace-6 and ace-5. So we are trying to get better ace size to fold. From the flop.
Also, we should be range betting on a king high board, rainbow anyway, right?
I think when it's
Huh.
this
Not
dry,
out of
like,
position, not out of position.
yeah,
No, but we're gonna have some bets here. We're gonna be
but not right.
checking, so we're gonna be checking a high percentage, so this would be one of the ones that we do bet.
Yeah, I think we're more inclined to lead on king high boards just because we have a lot more kings in our range than he does.
And we have the,
'cause
and
he-
we have the blocker to ace king.
and we have the best king highs because he 3-bets some king highs.
yeah, that's kinda where my mind is too, Peter.
Yeah, and then he
Like-
doesn't call down as low with suited kings as we do. So we have more kings than the better kings, so we get to lead more king flops.
I mean, you could look at this very quickly in an aggregated report and it would give you a pretty clear picture.
What do we do now? We check or we bet? We're betting pretty heavy on the flop to get better ace size to fold, but we did not. Now the ace comes, we check.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Seems kinda backwards, but yeah, I mean, it bets, it checks.
alright, so now it checks a lot on this hand. We have top pair. We bet small or big?
Half pot, half pot.
Yeah, 65.
Both are fine. 65 is the best. Oh, we played it pretty well.
We just checked on the flop though, Louis, didn't we?
Yeah, we check
Yeah.
flop, check turn.
He checked behind us.
Do we
Wow,
bet
he's
here
a nit.
or 10 eye boards?
It's his worst king.
I think we probably do. We probably bet big.
Yeah, it's a bet big or check spot. We polarize her.
Because this is one of our big bluff hands. Now it becomes better as a check raise, probably, with one overcard and a straight draw out of position. Not sure whether not having a spade makes any difference, whether we just call or check raise. Maybe if we had a spade, we check raise.
Yeah, I think so, right? Probably every year raise it when we have a spade. Let's see. Queen nine off with the spade. Is raising
that was-
bigger and more often when we have a spade in our hand.
Because we got the blocker.
Yeah, it makes sense. Those we check. What is he gonna do?
We love blockers.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah,
wins, showdown, king, queen, alright. Ace ten, oh.
oh, this is one of the boards. We're probably supposed to bet big.
Bet pot or bet 65?
I think it's gonna be, it could be bet pot, but I'm not sure. It's gonna be 65 or 100, isn't it?
I'm betting pot here.
why do you why are you guys wanting to bet so big? Why you
What do
guys
you
want to
think?
bet?
What do you think pocket ten is gonna bet?
Wait a minute, wait a minute. I think this is gonna be a check. Because we have showdown with the ace. We're in position, we can take a free card. I think it's probably more of a check, this one.
Yeah,
If
And
you
the
have
stack to,
pocket
and the
10,
stack to pot, and the stack to pot ratio.
if you have
probably, 'cause-
pocket ten, what would you do?
I don't think we have a lot of pocket tens in our range.
No, we would have free bet already.
Yeah, we only have 13% pocket tens.
I think we take the free card here. Because if we do bet and he jams, it's horrible.
Yeah, like he still has aces, kings, and queens here. Like I
As well.
think this hand's gonna check.
So it's tough to mimic pocket tens if we don't have them.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I'm not as confident, but I'm still betting 65. You guys wanna check?
I've got to check this one, because we got showdown value on its own.
Yeah, it's not ever betting big here. Now what? He checks again? Because if the jack comes, and we check now, how, like, it's gonna be a waste a little bit, right? Well, we don't get better ace size to fold, I mean, still have a draw that will struggle to call a raise, I guess it's a check. Right?
I think so.
Well, that's a little bit. The nine. Now we're just checking when we showdown.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
surprised cutoff didn't barrel.
I think
I
this
have
is
ace nine, huh?
this is a healthy branch of the tree we're exploring right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna save
Yep.
somebody a pile of chips down the road.
Of course, it is, for definite. We know it, because you could easily get excited on that flop.
Yeah.
Let's look at the flop quickly.
It's
Yeah.
easy to get excited on that flop, isn't it?
Yeah, you could definitely get stacked with a moderate hand here.
Thinking I'm open-ended and I've got 2 overcards. Let's do this.
So no big bets unless you have exactly jacks. And even then, it's like nothing. So no big betting. My guess was right. We wanna bet a lot with tens. But
Yep.
my sizing was off the rails. So we bet small here when we bet. It's a 9-eye board, so like that's a key card spot for us as well, so that's why. What?
Yeah, the suited varieties, like if you have diamonds, hearts, or spades, you can weather a check raise better. The ace 10 off wants to check a lot. Right, and king 10 off as well.
Right,
The suited ones want to bet a lot more.
alright. So bet small,
But they still only bet small, yeah.
alright,
Yeah.
so here we check. Bet
This is a
30.
check give up, this one, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm not gonna call what they say with king eye.
Nah, no good.
No good. He gets a better king eye to fold. What a genius. Here we check. We have a pair. So I'm sorry, but we have a spade, we have a pair, we have equity here. We're gonna
No,
call.
it's deuces. It's deuces. It's fold.
Pocket deuce, never lose, Nate.
Okay.
Call. Shit.
It doesn't mind.
Fold. No, it likes it.
Fine.
It likes it. I know
Louis
that's
just,
what it is.
Louis turned into the
Fine.
nit.
It's,
It hates deuces.
it's the Kenneth Keppel special. I have to lose my stacker. Check,
Oh
check.
yeah, it's
I-
double color one.
Check.
Alright, we'll give it away.
Maybe a good thought process in that hand there, right? I mean, sometimes he's gonna check the turn, but when people are in position, they generally tend to barrel more. And I'm thinking, are we gonna call a turn unless we hit a 2? Probably not. So we probably should just fold the flop.
Well, like if you turn a spade, you might continue as well.
Ugh,
Are
do we
you gonna
call here?
continue with the spade with the 2, Peter?
Um,
If he double barrels,
maybe if he double barrels small.
right?
Check back again, that's good. Oh, we hit the queen. Do we bet now? Second pair. I'm tempted to bet because the flop went check, check. So he probably does not have many kings and he probably has a bunch of like,
Remember the hand where we had king 10 and he had ace 10, Louis. Remember what he done to us before? Well, this guy's a tricky opponent.
yeah, so we bet or we check.
Well, we should probably check.
Alright,
And it was right.
alright, do we bet here for 10 value after check, 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 check? And then he checks again. Yeah, we gotta bet here. I would bet one big blind.
I think you're right. I think half pot,
No, we are too weak, we need to check.
too greedy.
What about here?
Well, we know what he done to
Turn
us
when check,
before.
check. Now we need to bet one big blind.
I think we got a good bluff catcher.
No,
I think we check call.
no, it's a bet. It's a check.
It's a check.
It's not a one big blind bet for sure.
It's
Because
8.5.
we can call his river bet.
So when he bets, what's his bet sizing? A little bit bigger.
Yeah, bigger and then.
Yeah, I think these really small bets are really special cases when you're doing something very specific. I mean, in this case, a weaker queen is gonna call the 3.5.
You know what? When I get here in game and I bet one big blind, it's amazing what people are raising me with. So I would bet one and not fold to whatever happens. You should maybe experience with that, maybe not, it's up to you. But I'm pretty sure this guy is either calling or raising.
Louis, I do everything you tell me to do. And sometimes
Bet
I'm
bet one big blind left and right like a savage. Whenever you're supposed to check, bet one big blind.
I'm already clicking check on it, but it don't work from this end.
Okay, where's the trainer? There it is. Here we're gonna check. Oh, why?
It's gonna be a check call because we don't have any hearts or spades.
You mean fold?
It'd be a check.
No, no,
I
no,
think
you have a
it's-
gut
no, we
shot.
have to
You can
call.
never
We
fold.
have to call.
What god shot do you see here? A 10?
10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
My god.
and we have an
you didn't see
overcard.
it?
No,
Yeah, you guys don't want to raise that one?
No, we don't have the blockers.
Now what? Now what?
No,
We're
you
having
fold.
another table. What do we-
We're open-ended.
Check.
We just bleed.
Oh, check, check. We hit the spade. What do we do here?
We check.
Back again.
I like to
check
bet.
call.
I like to bet it.
Now back to here. God, what are we doing? We're folding.
Folding.
Oh my goodness. Alright,
Such a net.
Bet it.
or, you wanna bet here? No,
Yeah, I love it.
we have a pair.
Yeah, you might
Yeah.
wanna bluff this, actually. You might wanna bluff this.
Yeah, but you have a pair that needs protection and
Oh,
you
I wanna
got,
check here.
No, we have to
wanna-
check.
Give me
Let's
a
not be
try.
silly now.
I wanna bluff.
Oh
We
my
need to
God.
check.
No, this one's gonna check. We have we have showdown value, it's gonna check.
Definitely.
100%.
You got it.
Ooh,
Listen to Barry, don't be
If
silly.
he is close, if he's close.
What about here? I would bet big, it's a mistake.
Bet small, Louis, because our hand, we're at the top of our range and, you know, we want to keep the guy in here.
Call
that's-
that.
That's okay. Oh, he raised. Oh my goodness. Do we just call? Give him some rope? Do we raise
I
back?
think we just cool down.
Get it
We're,
in.
we're calling it off.
We're still pretty deep, maybe raising back. We have top pair. We have top pair.
Top
with
pair,
king.
not- Yeah, we just gotta
No.
get it in.
We're not
Yeah,
folding, so
really.
you might as well raise.
Yeah, what if a heart comes and he gets scared? What if an ace comes and we both get scared?
what if he's polarized and the heart comes and you got a better heart?
He's not gonna
Yeah.
fold the heart.
Nope.
So we're good.
I think we're strong enough just to call him down.
No, I think
I'd rather call
calling
this
is-
combo.
This is such a good combination. Why do we want to scare him off the top?
We don't wanna scare him off. We're trying to protect him from a hard turn, from an ace turn, from a jack, from a 10. Something
Yeah,
scary.
price him in, raise him cheap. I just click this back.
Yeah,
In game, I would just make this 150.
yeah. Sometimes it's good. It's more of a call, but see, look at this wonderful
Perfect.
spot we found. Oh my goodness. Get him.
Get him.
Get him.
Eh,
Got him.
Okay, here we're gonna check.
Now I would check. I'm just a street too late.
Owned him.
This is
We
it.
check, give up.
Oh, I don't know about giving up. We're 2 cards above the 7. We have the backdoor straight. I don't know about giving up, Barry.
No, we have lots of better connectivity. I agree with Barry. I think I'm laying down there.
Do
I'm
we
folding
bet
too.
here? Do we bet? Ace high board, we check, we check 80%, we bet 20%. Is this the 20?
Probably not.
Nope, it
Why
doesn't
not?
get
Any
it.
aces that interact with the wheel and then the best aces.
I'm
Yeah, it
betting-
doesn't get a better ace high to fold.
I'm betting too
No.
often here, clearly.
I like that.
Check
I
call.
like that reason. I like that reasoning.
So we
Excuse me.
call?
You have to call.
Easy call.
Wow.
And
This
check.
is a two street hand. I don't know if we call a jam on the river.
That's
Check,
gross.
check. Do we bet here?
No, it's a one-liner.
Okay,
Might block bet, I don't know.
nope, one liner, man.
What do we do if he jams the river?
We
Fold.
fold. You guys wanna fold?
Where's the
We're on-
GTO check back on the, check on the river?
We're only beating ace seven and ace eight. Everything else has us beat, so we gotta fold. We're not even beating ace seven. We're only beating ace eight.
Yeah. There's way too many combos that we lose to of
Yeah.
other hands that we have to put it down. It's a disaster on this river, really. If he, you know,
Yeah.
we can't.
so-
Are you even calling a bet on this river? Probably not.
No. Well,
I
small
think
bet,
you
yeah.
are calling a bet, but
If
not
he
always.
jams,
Not folding to a small bet.
No.
Mostly not folding to pot. But above pot, it gets risky. We're gonna have to fold here.
Yeah, it's a bit big, isn't it, the bet?
Back to this end. The
Check.
card is
We
Ticking.
don't open offsuit sevens, I don't think.
It's a bit of a bet there. Over
But
bet.
yeah, I guess it's like now or now near the bottom.
no,
Hmm,
we still have lots of worse king high. This one isn't a bad king high.
It's not going to win that often. Not in my game.
No, but it's not gonna cost us much either.
king queen, oh. Check here.
Didn't mess around betting that. Oh yeah, he did it. He's a tricky opponent. He checked his queen down to every street to the river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check again here. Jack six.
Yeah, check
What
out.
do we? What are
I
we
don't know.
doing?
I don't know. It's checking.
How often do you open Jack six, Barry? Oh, betting the river, really?
I guess we're supposed to open suited sixes there.
Yeah.
Ooh,
If I have a lot of tables, I may just fold it.
This is a check call.
No.
oh,
Check fold.
I wanna fold here.
Alright,
And jack six might be a mixed spot too, right? Like you might not be opening it at full frequency. You might have like 6% of your jack sixes opening.
I would
I
go,
don't know. I don't know,
6%.
Louis. I think this one might check raise. That's how we're going to get more chips in the pot. We're out of position as well. That's my guess. I'm guessing check raise.
I think without the spade, it won't do that.
Yeah, I like the check raise.
you guys wanna check raise?
I think we're going broke with a check raise.
I'm definitely always betting big here, because if you check, he checks back, a spade comes, what are you gonna do? If you check, he checks back, a king, an ace, and a 10,
Yeah.
a queen.
So this is one of the spots where we can trap him with an 8. We can get him to stack off here. So I think
With a couple of
jacks,
spades as
yeah,
well.
I think jacks are going to check back here.
50-50.
Yeah.
Big bet
But they
is not
go-
crazy, but it prefers to check.
Because if he has an 8, he's gonna bet it. If he has 9s, like he can start having stuff that we just crushed with our jacks.
Raise small or raise big?
well, you're structuring to get it in, right? So what do we need?
So here, I
wanna
think
get
we're
it
going to
in,
raise
uh,
big.
I
Yeah,
think six makes sense.
Yeah, pot size. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
right. Found it.
Nice.
and now he should stack off with ace 8 here.
And
He
spades
should
maybe.
get paid.
Spades is calling.
Oh, we messed him up.
Okay.
He's time banking.
I would
I've
check
never
here.
seen him do that.
Oh no, we've got him in a twist.
Oh, it's betting some. But the hearts now we easily call.
Yeah, because we've got a 10.
See, that's what I was not sure of. It's raising big a lot. Like a.
It is, but I bet it's raising bigger without a 10. Like king 9. King 9 suited probably raises more. Because we've already got a marginal main hand. I'm sure the gut shot would probably raise more. That's my guess. Or
You
other,
say
other
King nine of
hearts.
hearts raising more than king ten.
I think so, because we've got actually got a hand.
No, sir.
Yeah, I think the hearts want to raise more because he's less likely to have hearts. Our spades are going to call a lot more. Like I think king nine of spades is going to call a lot more than king 10, which is going to raise big.
Want a pot it here or half pot?
Half pot.
Oops, something went wrong. Damn it.
Oh, no, I wanted to see what happened there.
It was him. He was a bot.
Something went wrong.
He was a bot. He didn't like the check raise.
No, everything is wrong. Oh no.
I think you blew its mind there with the play.
I like
That pot, oh, it was not pot, it was 80%.
I like the smaller bet here because,
Why is that?
well, I mean, because I don't have the ace and I'm trying to get smaller to, so I'm trying to, I mean, I'm gonna lose with the ace. He's calling no matter what. And I mean, if he has the ace high flush, that is. And I want to get smaller flushes to be comfortable calling, and I want to get good made hands below the flush to call too. So I have a lot of reasons to use the small bet betting.
I don't think it's
That's
good
fine.
because I think smaller flushes are calling any bet size. The sim is at least. Maybe
because-
people aren't, but
Like people are still going to have two pair and flushes there that they're and straights there that they're going to call. So there's like tons of value to call there. I don't think anyone's folding a straight on that river.
Well, no, I said I wanted to get the smaller straights and things below the straights. I'm sorry, flushes is what I meant to say to call. So I'm trying not to scare all those away. So I like the smaller bet size. I would feel better if I had the nut flush because then well, I mean, you're saying all the flushes would draw. I guess in my game, certain flushes run away from pot sized bets.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of two pair is going to call a pot size bet there too. Right? I mean, it's aces and jacks, aces and tens. I don't think those guys are escaping.
This was a front door flush, wasn't it?
Backdoor flush, right? The
Oh.
hearts came runner. So
Okay.
if the spade completes, I like a smaller bet too. But got to give him the backdoor noodle job.
Yeah, well, it's weird because it seems like it bets small. I wonder why it bets small.
Anybody, after it goes check, do you bluff this river?
Nah.
Yeah, you're not going to win if it goes check, but
So if you go back to GTO Wizard and slide over to the right, does that Jack can show up? Because I'm really kind of curious what he does.
It's gone.
Oh.
Did it find a raise on the river there, Louis? It did. You said
So Louis, you know, if you go to the right, not the left. You can, if you scroll down, is it not there? I guess it's not there.
It should be. What hand did we have?
It was a Jack hand, but I don't see it. I think it may be just
jacks. Yeah, pocket jacks.
Was it jack nine?
No, it's Jack,
two
Jack.
jacks. He was tanking, wasn't he? We check raised him with the jacks.
Yeah, it's gone. It would be, I think the top one would be,
He deliberately disconnected.
yeah, he didn't know what to do.
yeah,
All right,
he was going to
thanks.
get stacked, so he gave up.
I was just kind of curious what was.
He disconnected.
Yeah.
To try to get the cheap showdown.
Yeah, I think he glitched, lag switched.
Oh, well.
Protection. Bastards.
Oh, well.
How many sixes and sevens does he have in his range here? 2 overcards and the backdoor flush draw. He can't have too many sixes and sevens.
We got a call with the queen of hearts and 2 overcards.
No, but he can have tens and jacks, and he
Yeah,
has
yeah.
lots of overpairs here.
I
so-
like your fit call. Maybe it is a call, Louis.
Yes,
Yeah.
king 7, queen 7, queen 6, king 6,
It is.
jack 7.
Oh, goodness, now he wins.
Now it's a one-liner we have to give up.
Mixing.
Crazy.
Ace five on 7, 7, 7. We just check. Oh,
Um,
actually, we have more
not
pairs,
sure.
right? He has less pairs. We have a pair advantage.
I think we bet big.
No, I think we bet small.
I think we bet very, very small.
Bet big, bet 5.9, 3.9.
Okay,
I think
good one,
on-
you. This is your fault, Nathan.
On paired boards, we're supposed to bet small, weren't we?
Oh, it's not too
Yeah.
crazy.
Two bigs.
3.9 is the highest EV.
It likes to check better.
Barrel. Oh, he has more kings.
No, he
I
doesn't.
think-
We have
I
more
think we
kings.
barrel. We barrel.
I'm not sure.
You
I
wanna
think you might have
drown
to
this
give up.
alive, Nathan?
In
Nate?
game, I barrel this 100% and I go broke on this hand. I go broke on 7, 7, 7.
Okay, so what size do you go for?
10,
Okay,
river shove. And I'm just going all in. Wish
Is
me
that
luck.
because we've got all the best kings?
We give up. Alright.
Yeah, like-
Bunting.
Now, are you doing that because you block the ace? I mean, why are you doing that?
Oh my goodness, he, no respect. You
And
see-
no respect at all. Yeah,
No
but in game they
respect.
fold this. This is why I think like you just get already on the turn, you get so many folds in real life.
So are you doing
Maybe-
the, like, any two cards, or are you doing that with specific cards?
I probably do that any two cards.
Yeah,
Or
and especially
more
when
with the high
king
card,
turns.
especially with the ace blocker. I mean, it's great.
Yeah.
The king is fantastic, and then river. I guess maybe we should. I don't know. I would just in game. I think I just depending on how deep I would be in the tournament.
This is another interesting one.
You check?
I think we do.
Half of the time we don't.
No, it's probably, we probably bet with the offsuit combo, right? The
No, we
other-
bet with this hand 50% of the time.
Right, okay.
You check her. We fold
Yeah,
Yeah,
or raise.
I
well,
think we've, it's a paired board, but yeah, fold. gotta-
1.4. We have to
So-
fold.
I'm not so sure if this is a call or a check raise.
I am. Not.
so, yeah, like, he doesn't have all his, like, full frequency of two pairs here. Right, because king 10 and king 9 are both hands that he's gonna 3-bet.
Yeah,
So he lacks a lot of the nuts because he doesn't have sets of kings and tens. He doesn't have a lot of the two pairs here. So
and also,
this is-
this is one of the best bluff candidates because
Oh,
we have
yeah.
one overcard, a gut shot, and a backdoor flush draw.
But he has
We
all the
got
two
all-
pairs here,
We
right?
got all
He
three.
has
We got all three
King 10,
things.
king 9, 10, 9. He has them all.
no, some of them he 3-bets, right? Like he 3-bets king 10 and king 9 a lot.
Suited ones, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, but he doesn't
Yeah.
float the offsuit ones as much.
You agree with that, Peter, as well? We've got one overcard, a backdoor straight draw, a gut shot,
Gut
and a
shot.
backdoor flush draw. We got all three things set up for
Yeah.
the check raise.
What size do you
And-
guys wanna go for?
And we have a nut advantage too. So I
And
think,
we have all the best blockers for the king.
Oh,
I
this
think
is
this
the
one-
turn. You have to go one to the cutoff, yeah. Click on the cutoff. No, left, yes. Alright, here.
so
I think this is one of the
is
best. The best one for a check
Yeah.
raise, I think.
6.5.
Ah, I see.
This got almost everything. That's got to be one of the best bluffs on that board, I think, with that particular hand.
I think there's better ones because this is ace high, so you're actually beating a lot of his hand already.
Yeah,
If you go one lower, I think it's better.
I'm going 65 here.
one lower. What is in
I can't remember the board.
the lower
But not
gut
with-
shot?
not-
Maybe the
yes.
lower gut shot.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly, yeah.
That makes some sense. So we
Yeah, we-
call that one more on the lower gut shot. We like
Yeah,
the
but
jack
there's not-
9.
There's not many there, yeah.
Checking here?
Yeah, marginal made hand, very checky.
So we bet big on the flop, he calls, on this turn, I wanna bet big again.
I think so. I think we bet big here, yeah.
Too big. 150 is fine.
Bit greedy.
Getting greedy.
Wow, I can't believe he folded top pair and open ended.
Why is
Redraw.
it, why is it checking? Why is it checking a lot?
Just check call. I mean, some straights get there, I guess.
He blocks the straight, man, jeez.
Interesting.
But he's
second read.
gonna
If you
float with a
bet-
lot of jacks.
If you bet, they get jammed on. I guess it's not fun spot to be in.
And
No,
I think
it's
it's
not.
checking,
Snap-
I think it's
snapping it up.
checking. I think it's checking to check raise there.
Cool. I don't know.
Or just, or yeah, or maybe even check call down. Probably check raise, but because we got the blockers to the straight.
We check.
Yeah,
Check marginal made.
This is sucky.
this is a bit sick,
It's
but I
not-
think, yeah,
We block the flush draws often.
it's calling.
We block the straight draws and block the flush draws, so I'd be fine with a fold.
We have a check calling situation. Not this one.
Fold or raise?
Hmm. It's a big
Oh.
old bet. I think it's a fold.
Fold.
100%. I think this is a check call scenario, this one.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
here comes trouble.
Fold for is a big bet. I think.
Do we bet here or we just check?
Check call.
Yeah, I think we can call two streets.
Check, check. Do we bet small?
Check.
I don't know.
We have top pair.
Still think we check.
Betting.
Alright,
Did you check that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
check, check,
Now-
check. Gary, now what?
Now you bet small.
Alright,
65.
That's
Okay,
good.
yeah.
yeah, both sides in.
Oh, we check back.
So,
Jesus.
Check call,
Uh,
check
Check
call.
call.
I
Oh.
think we have to put like a block bet out there possibly. Because we don't want to call a big bet. So I'm pretty sure we bet here.
2 or 6?
6.
No, the block bet is always two, I think.
Oh my god, that's our first
Blunder.
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 So we got,
100% check.
is this a bluff catcher then or?
It's a blunder, Barry.
Hey, can we look at the strategy on that? Do any aces block bet? Is it just the ace?
I wonder if we're actually calling a big bet on the river then.
Ah,
None
Only
of
two
them
pair.
are. It's a weird tree because he bets really big on the flop. So that's where all, that's why we don't play it as we usually do.
yeah.
Do we fold on the river to a big bet then?
No? Unless he.
Huh.
First blunder, damn it.
The nine
It's a
is the
check.
key card, right? Oh, that's for the cutoff. So for us, it's bad, so it's check.
Check.
Can't wait to see how Matt Affleck does though, because I think he's gonna do the same. Well, Matt, in 60 moves, 1 hour and a half, we only have one blunder.
Thanks, Barry.
Thanks, Barry.
Don't put it on me, guys.
What do you mean? It's all you.
My
You
hand
was-
was also on me when I took responsibility. Just take responsibility.
you,
I did it with
Nathan.
my no. I did it
Thank
with my
you.
tips. No, I said no. I'm doing it against you, mate.
What about here? We call once?
I think this size in, it's a tough one.
Wanna call?
I think we should probably call this size, but I'm not sure.
False.
Definitely call.
Wow. I'm way too tight.
Yeah, now we're getting a pretty good price, but like we only beat his
Just got-
king high here.
You just got milked by the milkman, man. He's
Yeah.
getting by the titties and he's
You know,
just
the
squeezing them,
milkman.
you know?
Oh my goodness.
Squeezed max value from you guys.
Max value, you
Yeah.
said.
Sucked you dry.
Pair board, we have the ace of this, the suit. We can stab small here. What do you guys think?
I think that's too small. I would go 2, 3, 5, 1/3 pot.
Uh,
No,
Nope.
you're right.
Yeah.
Check or bet small.
I think I like a
But-
check
but my-
raise here. I wonder if the
But
check
my
raises.
EV is higher, you know? My EV is higher than your.
No, we should check call here, 100%. And if we get a spade on the turn, we can definitely turn our hand into a bluff.
Oh, I got us into trouble now, that's for sure. I mean, we bet, so we have to barrel. Yeah, we have to barrel. It's because we got into this spot. I
Yeah.
messed it up.
I think we should have checked called. Because we had showdown value as well, and if the spade comes on the turn, we can start repping the nuts.
Well, we're already wrapping the nuts now if we continue betting, but now we're just in a really weird spot. We should never be in.
yeah, but now we're punting.
I'm
so
glad
we
you've
gotta fold.
accepted responsibility this time.
I
Nathan.
always do. I always do.
Oh, look at him fish
Played as
us.
well. Look, see, we bet when we were ahead. Oh no, we were never ahead. Fuck.
Well, we were alive at least.
We were live,
Um,
yeah.
Do we bet here?
No, I don't
Nope.
think, no, we checked call with 2
Seven
overcards.
high boards, 7 high boards, good for us. No, we have to
Pretty
bet.
good.
That's small. We have like, we don't mind. the
Now,
check
we've got,
raise.
we got worse flushes.
We don't
this
mind
one's-
being raised.
Check call. No, we can get raised because we can,
Yeah,
if he
which is
bets,
fine.
we can call any bet.
Yeah, also
Yeah.
when we, also when he, yeah, I think 65 is fine.
Our spades that are gonna have more interaction are gonna wanna do this a little more. Right?
See,
Like
we
if
bet
we
more
have,
than we check.
if we have the 10-9 of spades, we wanna lead big.
And we got ace high to fold, which is fantastic. He would have checked it back and he would have fucking hit his ace and we would have lost the hand.
It likes checking.
Yeah,
No, it
10-9,
likes betting.
10-9, 10-8, they wanna bet more.
Yeah, because they got no showdown value.
Queen 10 of spades doesn't wanna bet as much because it's not our worst flush.
It's
No.
betting
Flush wants to bet more.
55%.
And it's got the gut shot, Peter, isn't it?
It's betting more than average.
Check here?
Yeah, check, give up.
No, it's betting a lot because we have upper dangler to the top card.
But it likes checking more.
But the EV is higher on the bet.
So it's mimicking that we have queens and jacks here because we
Yeah.
block
Yeah,
we
but.
block
the
his
range-
narrow elements
Oh.
of when he
There's many
flats
cards
queens
that
and
can come where
jacks.
we can barrel. But
Now
now
we
that,
just check, right?
yeah, now that we've taken this line, we have to just go check. No,
Ooh,
big bet, over bet.
Yeah, the ace is good for our range. We probably have to defend here because he's betting so small.
We've made one mistake. We should probably raise because we didn't bet big.
Oh, don't do it.
Probably. Because we're taking a passive line here. And I think we've already made one mistake by taking the passive line, but all right.
Oh, massively.
raising would have been fine.
Oh,
There we go. Now we're, talking.
check.
Yeah, check.
he's gonna check back.
Just check.
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
I'm so bad. I'm so bad.
Well, we'll see.
It's a blunder.
Wonder.
I blundered.
But to be honest, it's everything except the perfect 1/3 pot bet is a blunder.
It's a EV.
Yeah.
Two blunder, Jesus Christ, guys. It's a blunder.
Don't show this to Matt.
Yeah.
Could be like, maybe we need to do this next week as well.
King
right?
eye
Ace
board
high.
is pretty good for us. We'll check.
It's either a check give up or bet small, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'd
we
probably
don't-
just bet. I'd probably just bet small because I don't want to check call.
I don't think we get a better ace high to fold. Like, I think worse ace highs want to bet than this one.
It doesn't mind a small bet,
Yeah, medium bet.
medium bet more.
Yeah, I think the medium bet is the one and done. Yeah, fold it
We
off.
fold, we
think
call
so.
every other suit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, we even call this
you
one.
nit.
Mm.
Well, I'd like to call with the backdoor flush. I
I
don't
think
see
the
why.
interaction with the 8 maybe. I don't know what else. You're blocking his 7-8. This is, I don't know.
This is just a
fold.
give up, isn't it? It's just a give up.
Yeah. Check out.
Got a gut shot now.
Pocket six, check back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, that's not. It's an over. It's an over bet this time.
We fold.
Yeah, fold.
Yeah,
Hmm,
it's a good bluff.
Gut shot.
Oh,
Wants
I
to
don't
bet a
find
little
enough
bit.
bets here.
Okay.
Why?
That's
Why is
weird
that?
when after you check all the flop and then now lead the turn.
No, but
Oh,
check.
I
Check,
think
check.
it's.
Yeah,
I
then
think
it makes
it's
sense.
taking this line because he's checked, and that's why we're leading now. I think.
Yeah, because we have a gut shot. I thought it went check call on the flop.
So a bit.
Yeah.
So a bit big on the turn after he checked the flop.
Yeah,
Bet
with
small
it.
was the preferred.
Right.
anybody doing anything else but check give up in?
So,
It was check,
mean-
check, check, check.
Check. I think you wanna be like overbet probably.
No,
I don't mind a
10.5.
bet here.
You bluff half pot, try to get ace high to fold.
Yeah,
10.5,
yeah, I don't like it. I like the
5.5.
3.5.
5.5.
5.5 is amazing.
5.5 is the play here.
Yeah, you just tried to get a 3, a 5, or a 6 to fold by advertising that you spiked the jack.
Or check back the king.
Was 3.5 pot size?
Oh,
No,
half pot.
Half pot.
5.5 was.
5.5 was 3/4.
66.
Have some bets here, it seems, on the flop.
Yeah.
We have
Remember, the
the
lower the pair is, the more we want to polarize.
And then this high-low combo can get better king eyes to fold.
Easy fold,
No, I think we probably just fold.
easy fold.
So the Matt Affleck webinar in 30 minutes is gonna be exactly about this spot.
On the bar.
Alright, I have to check out. I'm gonna do some games before I watch that. I'll probably watch it. Just wanna get
Alright,
some
Nate.
content. So thanks,
See you
Mike.
around.
See you later. Thanks, guys.
See you later, Nate.
Take it easy.
Hmm. Ah, what are we gonna do here? I don't think are we calling?
I would raise.
I'm just thinking, because we can't rule him out of having any other types of hands, bigger hands. I think this turns into a call, Louis, right, in position.
If he had ace 10, he would bet 65, if he had jacks, he would bet very big. If he had anything that beats us, he would bet very big. So either has aces. Or he has like,
I think we raise with a spade in our hand.
I
That's
think,
what I think.
think he has more like one spade type of hand in his betting small range. So I'm
Oh.
raising here.
I'm calling the offsuit combo.
It's more of a call.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 177 after raising. And we get that.
But good read. He had a one spade stab with two overs.
Yeah. Jack high board, not so good for us. We have a spade, so we can stab here, but small frequency, it's gonna be 80-20. Or 99. Check, check, the ace comes, completing the flush. We block the flush. I wanna bet small here. I would bet two.
I'd probably just check.
No, check or betting small. So we
We can
call this
call.
guy?
Yeah, for sure, because we've got a made hand.
Do you block bet to fold here or you? just
No,
check
I'll
again?
just check call.
This
Wow.
is- Think it's turning it into a bluff for this size. I mean, it's betting so big,
Yeah, that's a huge bet.
really crazy.
It's a value bet because there's only the queen and the 10 out, or the queen and the jack out there.
So he's calling
Yeah.
with the straight here if we bet super big, and he's probably calling with worse flushes as well.
Yeah,
it's-
what
it's
you're
the
what you're
third
saying,
biggest
Peter.
flush.
What you're saying is we're above most spade combinations, aren't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
like think
that's
if
why
you
we
had a
so we
if you
size
had a,
up.
if you had a queen high flush on a low flush board, you wouldn't be afraid. If you got the king or the ace, show it to me. Same thing here.
So-
If you got the
so-
queen or the jack, show it to me.
So are we betting big? We're obviously not betting big with the queen.
if the
Yeah,
queen of spade, I would.
yeah, you want to get value.
When we bet that size of the jams, though, we're not calling, or are we?
We're calling with
yeah.
like our best flushes.
Yeah, this is the third nut flush. You got to
Is
lose
this a
some money.
bet small or a bet big or a check?
But population, when they raise there, it's a disaster. They almost always have it,
Yeah.
right? But like population's gonna call the jack there a lot of the times and only raise the queen.
So here, we have a tricky spot because 9-eye boards are the best one for the cutoff. This is like a key card for cutoff. And then like, we have a hand that benefits from getting value and protection, and we have a spade. For me, it's a bet, but I'm not sure about sizes, so I should probably go small.
Never gonna get anything to fold when you go small like that. You need to size up a little bit.
That's right.
So what was the pot? I mean, what is this percentage pot that 1.4 bet is?
1.7% of the time.
No, what was the percentage of the pot that you bet there?
It seems to be very small, like 25%, 7.1 divided by 1.4.
Well, no, that's after you bet, right? So,
Yeah, it's 20%.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing is it's a really small bet.
Yeah, 20%. Yeah, it's too small.
Yeah. I mean, we keep stepping in that a little bit.
Yeah,
It always checks these under pairs to a card on the board out of position every time.
kind of, but 9-eye boards are the best one for us. If you look at the graph.
Yeah, but the bet was not wrong. It just was too small. I mean, if you would have bet
Yeah,
more like,
now here.
Well, this is that, so that's interesting. You've got the flush card.
I think it's more of a check.
Well, like,
I don't know
Yeah.
about this one, Louis. I think we might be getting frisky here.
Not too often.
It checks.
I'm checking it down.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's betting one.
It's all right. You still got a perfect result.
One.
That
big
was a
blind
perfect. We played that hand perfectly.
Yeah.
That's weird. So that's a situation where it mixes to that very small bet.
So I'm okay with calling here because we blocked the flush.
It's a big bet though, Louis. That's the only thing that makes a difference here for me.
So
Yeah.
why is it a big bet? It's 6. Oh, it's 16 to 9. I guess that's a big bet.
Yeah, but he's called it, and it's
Yeah,
right.
very marginal call. I'm calling just because I blocked the flush.
Fair enough.
I like the jam option. That'd be fun. It was
Got it.
in there.
Similar scenario. We're gonna check. Even though the king's a good card for us, really, we're still gonna be checking here.